set out into focus.
Alright guys, welcome to my channel. Basically, we have another vlog today. This is going to be regarding the 1963 Thunderbird. And as you can take a look in front of you, you will see 4 examples of the Thunderbird. And basically, today's vlog is going to be regarding the yellow Thunderbird that we have in front of us. This is a special collector's edition Thunderbird. Okay, but I have these other examples for you because I want you to make sure that you have kind of an idea of what colors these come in. Okay, so we got the blue here, we've got the red there, we've got the orange, and we've got the yellow. And I'll tell you guys, I've done some research on these. The yellow is the rarest. Okay, this is why it's in the collectors. If you'll notice, the yellow has a different color box on it. Okay, and right here it says CC. That's for Collectors Club. Okay, basically what that means is that whereas they may have produced, let's say, 1,500 or 2,000 of these other ones, well, this yellow one they only probably made 500 or 1,000 of. Okay, somebody probably like 500 to 800 of those, and that makes them very rare. Okay. So the 1963 Thunderbird is a very collectible car in the Dub series. Now, just remember one thing, guys. I'm not a representative for Dub series, old school, or collector's editions. I just collect cars myself. I have over probably now 400 cars, and so therefore I like to bring these vlogs to the potential buyers. These cars range anywhere from, let's say, $50 to probably $100. Now, I did see the collector's edition ones for around $79, and I saw the other ones for around $40 plus shipping, which means you'll probably get it for about $50 or $55. Okay. One thing I want to say to you guys, for you to remember, is, and we talked about this before, Dub series and Jada, Dub City Old School, and all of them, they have opening and closing doors. All of them. They have the hoods that open, the doors that open, the trunks that open. They even have detailed interiors. Okay, and to make sure that you're getting the right car, what happens is that they do make duplicates of these, or what I call phony versions of them, or whatever the case may be. And they're not going to be exactly Dub series. They'll be a cheap knockoff or something like that. You won't have the genuine Dub series. So to know that you have these things, you want to take a good look, close look at the boxes. Now, if you'll notice this one here, this is sealed. So when I do open this box for you guys, this will be the first time this Thunderbird has seen air since I purchased it about 4 years ago. So you guys will be the first to see that. Anyway, for the collector's edition, the box looks like this. Now your standard edition will look like this, which will have a yellow box. It won't have so much brown on it. And I'm just putting those two together to compare them for you so you can take a good look at them and see what the difference is in the cars. Now, there's a few differences that you probably won't notice right away, and I'm gonna give you those differences, and when I do give them to you, you're probably gonna be really surprised. One of the biggest differences is the wheels. If you take a look at these wheels, the ones on this yellow one are staggered. Staggered means a bigger wheel in the back, a wider lip. Okay. If you notice this one, it has that. Also, if you notice, and this one doesn't quite have that much. It does have a nice wheel on it, but they're not staggered. Also, the rims are different. If you take a look at the ones on the yellow car, they're more like 5-star sort of spokes. and the one on the blue car is more of a solid one. Okay. Now these are just small differences, but a lot of people won't notice that when they're buying the car. So you need to notice that if you want something different. Me personally, I think I only have one or two of the collector's edition of the Thunderbird. But by me having one or two, and also I told you guys, when I do these vlogs, I'm going to open these for you. This way you'll have a good idea of what it looks like, okay? Now I'm going to go to one of these other ones now. You guys need to take a look at all of these together. Okay, so if you take a look at the orange version and the blue version, those two have the same wheels. If you take a look at the red version and this version here, which is the collector's series version, they have the same wheels on them. If you'll notice also, the orange version doesn't have the hood open. All the rest of those three, they have the hood open. All the rest of these have the hood open. So therefore, basically what that means is the manufacturer shipped these out. This is the way they shipped them out, and they wanted you to be able to take a look at the motors in these here. But probably with the orange one, which most people would think that's the rarest one, with the orange one, it probably was a situation where they said, okay, well, we're just going to leave it closed so people can imagine what the motor would look like. Now also, let me get into this too. If you look at the back if you look at these boxes, they're like garages, so you'll get a chance to see the back of the cars at this angle. Okay, and that gives you the tail light, the license plates, and everything else, and it's just like a little small garage. These are 1/24 scale. These are the models that I prefer to collect. Okay, and the reason I collect the 1/24 scale is because the 1/24 scales are around 12 to 14 inches. They're easy for me to store, easy for me to collect. I've also got some 1/18 scale, 1/32 scale. Now, I also explained this to you guys before, so I'm going to go ahead and explain it one more time. When you hear 1/24 scale, you look at this car here, for instance, and I'm going to turn this one to the side just for now. This car is 1/24th the size of a real car, not in mass, but in length. So if you were to take 24 of these and put them together back to back, you should have the size of your average car, your regular car. Okay, so basically that's what that means. Same thing with 1/18 scale, same thing with 1/32 scale, 1/64th, and so on and so on. And you'll see these scales, but I want you to know what they mean as far as size for your car. Also, and I'm going to turn these forward so you can see how detailed the front of these are. Also, if you are starting, if you're a new collector or if you're a seasoned collector, one thing you have to remember is die-cast and plastic. These are die-cast cars, which means they're all metal. I love the way these look from the front also. But that means these are all metal. Now the hardest thing to gain value is going to be plastic. So the only way you should be collecting a plastic car is if it's something so rare that you'll rarely ever see it, and it's something just outstanding. You know, let's say a Batmobile from 1962 or something, and it's plastic and it's still in the box, and you know, that may be worth something. But as far as anything else goes, the best cars to collect are die-cast cars. Why? Because they are metal, they will last a long time, and even if you take them out of your packaging, they will still be metal cars that will last a long time. Okay? So, that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the yellow one. Alright guys, so we do have the yellow one out now, and I did take the time to open the hood, the doors, and the trunk. I wanted you to see just how detailed this vehicle is. Now, if you take a look in the hood of this one, even down to the struts, we're talking about everything being chromed out in there. We've got the air cleaner. We've got the alternator. Everything is chromed out. The stabilizer bars, what they call those torsion bars in order to keep the rigidity on the car. You can see those in there. Also, if you'll take a look at the hood, the hinges that are on the hood are not on the edges. These are just like out of a custom car where the hinges are right at the back of the firewall. Very beautiful. So anyway, I'm going to turn this around to the side a little bit more so you can take a look at that. And then I want you guys to take a look at this interior. And the interior on these are made to be very, very detailed. As you can see, you can look inside of there. There's a steering wheel, the seats, even the console. Everything is completely detailed, just like a real car. Okay, even down to the door cards. Take a look at the door cards. The door cards themselves have this chrome right on the side of them. Very gorgeous, very gorgeous. I'm going to turn this around so you can see in the trunk now. Now the trunk, I mean, there's a sound system in this car. They've individualized it with the amplifier and the kicker and all that good stuff, and all of that's in there as well. I'm going to go this way a little bit just so you can take this, look at this from an angle. And this is the passenger side where you can see the interior on the passenger side. Very, very gorgeous. Okay, so guys, I'm going to close this up for a second. Now, I want to show you something else I like about these Dub Series cars. Usually, the bottoms are very detailed, okay? They usually show you the exhaust system. Now, this one doesn't have the chrome like the other ones do. But one thing I like about these Dub Series cars, and if you look at the tires that are on the car, these are interchangeable. So you can actually buy yourself some different rims if you want to put them on this car. You can throw them on there. Also, if you want to stagger them a little bit more by putting wider ones in the back and channeling it out or whatever, making it look channeled out. Not you doing it yourself, but making it look channeled out. You can do that as well. So yeah, this car is very beautiful, and if you take a look at it, it is very, it has a stance. They actually have made the back end get lowered. Anyway, guys, one of the big questions that I've had from a lot of people is, well, you know, Sal, I'm interested in collecting these cars, and I'm interested in getting them at a great price, and how would I do that, and all these other things. I want to veer you guys to one thing, which PayPal protects your money, so I'm going to veer you to eBay. When you purchase one of these off of eBay, let's say you got one and something was wrong with it. Well, if you paid with PayPal, you get all your money back and they'd refund your money, okay? So I think, and also too, I think that people give better prices. Don't get me wrong, I got on eBay, these prices have soared up on these cars. I remember the days where you could go in on eBay and buy one for 20 bucks and have it shipped to your house. Now you get lucky to get one for 50 bucks and have it shipped to your house, okay? So yes, the prices are going up. These cars are rare. You got to remember, Dub City, Jada, and all these guys only have a limited contract to make a certain amount of cars, and then they have to stop. So since this is a 1963 Ford Thunderbird, you just imagine the run that they have for this. You would figure Jada probably had a contract to do 5,000 of them. Well, I'm sure those 5,000 are gone. And once those 5,000 are done, well, there's no more. Okay? So if you get your hands on one, try to get the yellow one. If you can't get the yellow one, try to get one of the other colors we showed you. There's the orange one again. Here's the red one. And here's the blue one. Okay? Now, the reason I said get the yellow one if you can is basically because the yellow one is the rarest one. Plus, it is part of the collector's series. But if you can't, try to get your hands on some of them, okay? Listen, I want to thank you guys for being so patient with me. I know it's been a while since I've put a vlog on it regarding the cars, and I try to really do this to the point where you can, if you're a collector, that it really makes a difference for you when you get ready to purchase these cars, okay? So I want to thank you for your patience. If you have any questions for me or if you have any comments, please feel free to leave those for me, and I will get back with you. In the meantime, listen, guys, bless you. Thank you for looking in, okay? And you take care.